Intro, Hook. Did you know Sonic the Hedgehog once had one of the most stable, realistic, and balanced relationships in all Sonic media? And it wasn't with Amy Rose. Today we're talking about Sonic and Princess Sally Acorn, a couple that fans still debate decades later. But the truth is, Sonic and Sally worked because they balanced each other in ways no one else could. Let's break down why. Section 1, Opposites that fit. On the surface, Sonic and Sally don't look like a perfect match. Sonic is impulsive, adventurous, and always chasing the next thrill. Sally is strategic, grounded, and trained to make decisions for an entire kingdom. But that difference is exactly what made them work. Sonic inspires Sally to loosen up, trust her instincts, and take risks. Sally keeps Sonic focused, anchored, and connected to something bigger than himself. Where Sonic is the heart, Sally is the mind, and together, they make a complete leader. Section 2, Shared values. Even though they're different, Sonic and Sally share the two things that matter most. 1. Freedom. Sonic fights for freedom because it's in his blood. Sally fights for freedom because she knows it's her duty. Different motivations, same goal. 2. Responsibility. People think Sonic runs away from responsibility, but when the world truly needs him, he shows up, always, and Sally recognizes that. At the same time, Sally knows she can rely on Sonic more than anyone else. They trust each other with their lives. That's the foundation of their entire relationship. Section 3. Communication conflict. The realistic part. Unlike most cartoon couples, Sonic and Sally argued a lot, but that's what made them feel real. They'd clash because Sonic hated being controlled, Sally hated reckless behavior. Both of them cared too much to stay silent. But the key is this: they always worked through it. Whenever they fought, they talked it out, learned from it, and came back stronger. That's not drama, that's development. Section 4. How each one helps the other grow. Sally makes Sonic grow by teaching him strategic thinking, giving him missions that matter, grounding him emotionally, showing him that even heroes need a team. Sonic makes Sally grow by reminding her she's more than just her duty, pushing her to take bold actions, being the emotional support she rarely receives, helping her rediscover childhood joy in a world of war. They don't just like each other, they make each other better versions of themselves. Section 5. Why fans still love this couple. People still talk about Sonic and Sally because their story was slow burn, not forced. Their romance grew naturally from friendship. They fought in a war together, not just flirted in cutscenes. They treated each other as equals, not as jokes. They have one of the most emotional relationships in Sonic history. They weren't perfect, they weren't cheesy, they were real. And that's why fans still consider them one of Sonic's best relationships. Section 6. Why they eventually drifted apart. In some continuities, Sonic and Sally didn't stay together, but that doesn't erase the bond they had or the impact they made on each other. Sometimes two people can care deeply, but life pulls them in different directions. Sonic chose freedom, Sally chose responsibility, and both choices were true to who they are. Outro, closing line. So the real answer to how do Sonic and Sally work as a couple is simple: they worked because they respected